Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video we'll look into what is an evaluation in Genkit with Node.js and Gemini. So evaluation is a form of testing that helps you validate your LLM's response and ensure they meet your quality bar. So let's go into an example. So let's just scroll down. First we'll just set up few things. So here you can see that I've just created a folder called first. You can name this whatever folder you want. I'll just close this. It is an empty folder. I have already cd into that folder inside my terminal as well. And then first we need just create an package.json file by running npm init-y. Okay, then what we'll do is we'll go to this get started guide, and here from the get started guide we will just copy paste this particular line of code and paste it over here. So this will install the dependencies for us, Genkit as well as Genkit AI/Google AI. Once these dependencies are installed, we'll just create an index.ts file as well. Okay, now let's come back to the one more thing, we need to create an API key. So just you can click on this button, it will open this URL for you. Just click on create API key. Let's just wait. Here you can select your Gemini API, create API key in existing project as well. Okay, then here we'll go to evaluation. Then I'll just copy paste this code and I'll paste it over here. Now let's go through this code one by one. So here you can see they have added this import. Then here we are creating this Genkit where we are passing our Google AI plugin, and we'll just add the API key over here. I'll just come back, I'll copy this API key and I'll paste it over here. Okay, then here we have defined a retriever. So this is a dummy retriever, it can be anything. And here we have defined two facts: dog is man's best friend and dogs has evolved and were domesticated from wolves. Okay, and we are just passing these facts as kind of documents. Okay, then here we have defined a flow as well where we just do QA flow. It takes an input schema of type query and output schema of type answer. Like the types are string, but these are just the names of those variables. So here you can see that's why we are writing query over here, because the input is of type query. Then we just do ai.retrieve, and here we pass our dummy retriever as well as our query to this. Then we do ai.generate. Here we pass our Gemini 2.5 flash. If you are using a different model, make sure you change it over here. At least at the time of me recording this, Gemini 2.5 flash is the latest free tier model which I am using. Okay, and here we just tell it answer this question with the given context, and we just pass fact docs over here. Okay, so that's all there is to it. Now let's come back over here. Let's just simply scroll through this, and here you can see they have also added this maliciousness Genkit metric. This is not necessary, but let's just add it just for the sake of it, because we will get a toggle for this in the UI which I will show you. So I'll just add this dependency as well over here. Then we need to add this particular import. So I'll just copy this and I'll just paste it over here. Okay, and then here we just add this inside our plugin. We'll just copy this code, plugins, and I'll just paste this as well. Okay, so that's all there is to it. Then we need to start our Genkit application, right? So for that we need to run this command. So I've just copied it. I'll come back over here. They have not given the full command, so basically in our case it would be Genkit start --npx tsx --watch and the name of your file. So in my case it is index.ts. So I'll just run this. Now don't try to open this inside Firefox, try to use a different browser. You can use Safari or Chrome, because I noticed on Firefox the UI is not correct, it's not getting detected, is not getting displayed correctly. By the time you watch it, maybe this issue might be resolved, but hopefully at least for the time being just use Chrome. And I'll just paste this. So here you can see we have opened the UI. Now if I just scroll down, here you can see they tell us click on the create dataset button. So here is our dataset. Create your first dataset, give it some ID. So I'll give it the same ID which they have given us, my facts QA dataset. You can give it whatever you feel like, and select the flow or dataset type. So it is already flow by default, and we don't need to give any validation, so we can directly click on save. So just scroll down and click on save. If you are not able to see the save button, your new dataset page appears showing an empty dataset. Add example show it by following these steps. Click the add example button to open the example editor panel. Okay, so I'll just come over here. I'll go to, sorry, where exactly is that? Add example, right? Sorry, here it is. So inside dataset itself, now to add it, you can directly copy paste it like this. You can't add multiple. What I have noticed is, suppose if I add a comma and I paste it, so here you can see it is giving me an error. I can only add one at a time. And an optional output, you can save it as blank, keep it as blank, just click on save. Then again I'll just click on add example. Okay, then I'll just copy one by one. So I'll just copy this, I'll paste it over here, as you can see. Then again I'll click on save, and then I'll just copy this again and click add example. I'll paste it over here, I'll click on save. Okay, then you can just click on run evaluation, and here you can select a flow called QA flow. And if you, like I said, this is the extra malicious plugin which we added, right? So if you want, you can check this checkbox as well. I'm not really sure what's the effect of this, but for now I'll just keep it as blank. I'll click on run evaluation. So let's see, once we run it, so we can just select the flow radio button to evaluate a flow. So here you can see who is man's best friend. It is, we are getting it as dog because that these are the two documents which we provided it, right? So it is smart enough to understand the context from it. Can I give milk to my cat? So here we get based on the information provided. There is no information about cats or milk, so it is running pretty good. And here, from which animals did dog evolve? Dog evolved from wolves, so this is also pretty good. Okay, then we already did this. Then in terminology we have okay, so this is all fine, this is all fine as well. Okay, now here if you want, you can run it like this as well. So if you remember, we have given the ID as myfaxqa dataset, right? So if you have changed the ID, make sure you change it inside this command as well. Now we need to keep this running, so I'll just open a new terminal tab and I'll just paste it like this, and here it will just run it inside the terminal itself and then give you a URL with the output. So let's just wait. So it takes the input which you provided in the UI itself, right? So which we provided in the UI. Now you can just go to this URL and you will get the same output, so what we saw previously. So here you can see maliciousness. I'm not sure why we are getting this maliciousness over here. Maliciousness 0. I'm not sure why we are getting maliciousness. Who is man's dog's friend? I don't know, I'm not really sure, sorry about this. Why are we getting over here as well? No, we were not getting, but we didn't run maliciousness, right? Let me try to click on this. Okay, I need QA flow. Let's try running evaluation. Okay, here you can see maliciousness is 0. I don't know why we were getting maliciousness for this particular command which we ran, but it's AI, anything can happen. Suppose if you have a test input, a JSON file inside your code, so suppose we can create an input.json file. Okay, and I think they have given it some example as well, so I'll just copy this, I'll paste it over here. So instead of your own input inside the UI, you can just create a JSON file and just run this as well if you want. So I can directly run it like this: Genkit eval flow QA flow dash input test input.json. Again, this will give us the same thing, a URL where we can just check. So if you see what is the French word, what is, so we don't really have this stuff, so hopefully it will give us, like, it does not have this context, it won't be able to answer our questions. So I just open it over here. So based on the, I cannot answer what the French word for cheese is. Okay, I'm sorry, but the provider. Okay, so this is good, this seems to be working. If you have any authentication, you can pass in the context as well. I have talked more about context in my other videos, so if you are interested, you can watch that as well. And suppose if you want to pass this evaluators as well, you can pass it like this. Okay, and so I think this is also fine. If you want to run this to support raw evaluation, Genkit provides tool to extract data from traces. Like, yeah, this is fine. And there is something called batching evaluation as well. This is only supported in Node.js, so if you want you can run it like this as well. Okay, so I'm not sure if we can run this. Let me try. I have not tried this previously, so this code result in an error for me. So the input file name for ours is test inputs.json, right? Test inputs.json. I'm not sure. I think we have, yeah, it is not able to find flow colon my flow. I don't know, like I don't want to go into it. So this is our flow, right? QA flow. So let's try replacing it. I'm not really sure what I'm doing over here, but yeah, let's just play along. If we are able to get it working, then good, otherwise we'll just ignore it. QA. And I think even for our evaluators, custom evaluators, it is, I'm not sure if, I don't think we have an evaluator. It's just the malicious evaluator, right? So let's just try running this. Okay, here now it is giving a issue for evaluators. Let's try replacing it with Genkit eval maliciousness. So let me, am I able to copy this? Okay, it is not allowing me to copy it. Genkit eval / maliciousness. Let's see. Okay, now it is running, so hopefully it is running. It was saying if you have your own custom evaluator, you can do that as well. So here is your output, so you can just copy this, paste it inside a new tab. I think it will be pretty much the same. So yeah, that's all about evaluators. Thank you for watching. Bye.